The most important thing that ever happened to me short of birth is the fact that I joined Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity. And I could almost well up about it, because even my parents understand it. Now, I'm not going to say, you know, Sigma Phi Epsilon, God, country, family. I'm not going to play that game. There's a private pecking order in that for me. But Sigma Phi Epsilon is part of my core being. It's the magnet for most of my core relationships. And virtue, diligence, brotherly love, but more important, not more important than that, but as important as that, sound mind, sound body, balanced man. So I think you know me anyway personally, and that's kind of how I feel about what I'm doing and what I'm doing here today. I believe in many ways virtue is an element of how you ought to live your life. See, to me, I do different things with words. When I hear virtue, most people wouldn't hear ethics, but I would hear ethics. And so to be virtuous is to really treat all of your relationships, public and private, in a good way, and also to maintain a sense of reasonable manness to you, and that translates to women too, reasonable person theory. So yeah, I have time for virtue. I think that virtue is that thing that's always there, where sometimes diligence might not be there. Diligence to me is a bit synonymous with grit and perseverance. So when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I think that you have to be diligent professionally and personally. You have to go ahead, as any good leader would do. You know, I've never met a leader that didn't have a vision. And you have to go ahead and you have to diligently pursue the vision that you have. And you cannot be visionless. So diligence is that grit, it's that horsepower that you have, that when you wake up, you don't pull the covers over your head. You jump out of bed and do push-ups, or like Bill Tragos does, 1,000 push-ups an hour. Not in my league, thank you. So diligence is a big deal. Yeah, brotherly love is huge. In fact, I experienced brotherly love. I had a speed bump in my life. I had an illness recently. And some of my fraternity brothers back in the day, whether they be with the National Fraternity Regional Directors, or whether they be from my chapter at Maine Alpha or at large, they taught me what brotherly love is. I've never experienced anything, but I really have lived it now. The shortest speech I ever heard, but the one that made the most sense, was by Winston Churchill when they were getting the hell bombed out of him in World War II. And it was, don't quit, don't ever, ever quit.